In this lesson, I will make the configuration of the part using design table. By this way, this is the most efficient way to make the configuration. Before I start with the design table, you have to follow few rules. The first rule is you have to recognize few dimension, which dimension you want to control. Suppose that I want to control the diameter of the table. In that case, I will go inside this sketch, and this is that dimension I want to control. I have to give a good name for this dimension. This is D1, so I will put table dia. The value is not important that much now, and I want to control also the number of leg. If I double click this circular pattern, you can get this number 6. I will click this number 6 and I will get the name of the dimension. The name of the dimension is D1, so I will put number of table leg. I want to control this parameter. These two things I want to control. Another thing I want to control, this inside hole I want to control. If I go inside this sketch, this is also the default D1 name. I will change this name to inner hole dia, and I will press OK. Before you apply this design table, this naming of this dimension is important, because when I will apply the design table, I must need the name. First I will save, then I will go to insert, table, design table. And to apply the design table, you must need the Microsoft Excel to be installed in your PC, because it works from the Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, you have to put the value, and based on that value, your configuration will be created automatically. Suppose by default this is auto create, and I will not change anything. By default value, I will press OK. When I will press OK, you can see this Excel file is opening, but there is pop-up window opened, and from here I have to select few dimension, which dimension I want to control. Because to recognize the dimension, I put a few names. This is table dia, number of table, inner hole. These three things I want to control. When I press OK, you can see this is that three things I want to control, and I want to make two more configurations for this. Now I have to put few dimensions for this. For the large one, it will be 700. For the medium one, it will be 600. For the smaller one, it will be 400. For number of leg, for the large one, it will be 8. Medium will be 6, and the smaller will be 4. For the inner hole, for the large one, it will be 300. For the medium one, it will be 150, and for the smaller one, it will be 80. So here I am controlling all the dimension, not the feature. If I want to control any feature, how do I do that thing? Before I do that thing, I accepted this design table by clicking outside this design table, and you can see I am configuring based on these three information, based on these three dimension. When I press OK, if I go to this, here you can see there are three configuration here, and this cross means this has been controlled by design table. That means if someone has been created few configuration, you may notice that this configuration has been created by Excel sheet, that means design table, by getting this icon. Now if I go to the large diameter, you can see there are 8 leg here. If I go to the medium diameter, or if I go to the smaller diameter, I can see this is for 4 leg here, and this is the default one. Now if I want to control any feature here, First I have to go to the configuration tab. From there is a table, this is design table. I have to go to edit table. When I go inside the edit table, you can see Excel sheet has been opened again, and now I want to control the feature. So first I will go to this feature design tree, and from here if I want to suppress this extension, this is that extrude boss. If I double click this thing, you can see this feature will be added. And if I want to, for default one, if I want to unsuppress, just I have to write U for unsuppress, and if I want to suppress, I have to write the S for suppress. So for the default one it will be U, large one it will be U, medium one it will be suppressed, and for the smaller one it will be suppressed. So by this way you can suppress and unsuppress that feature by adding by this way. Now if I click outside this design table, it will be accepted. So by this way you can control your any dimension or any type of feature in the design table. And there are three type of configuration here. There are few advantages to use this design table, because if you use this design table, your part file size will be very small, but if you add configuration manually, your part file size will be increased rapidly. And you can also control your configuration from the Excel sheet. That is also a good thing, because you can do lots of things in the Excel sheet. You can use lots of function in your Excel sheet. And after making this configuration, if I right click on this annotation and show feature dimension, you can see few dimension are purple color. Why this is purple color? Because only this dimension has been controlled by design table. That's why it is showing by purple color. That means if you want to control this dimension, you have to go to the design table and you have to change from there.